Hey, I'm Allison.
BJ,
Ashley,
Wendy,
April,
Pam, Connie.
From elementary school to adulthood, we have been bombarded with the Just Say No campaign. For many of us, the campaign was successful. We said no. However, some chose to say yes. My goal is for each of you to become an advocate for drug addicts around you. Drug addiction is a growing problem in the United States, and you can be a part of the solution. Right now, you're probably wondering, how can I help? What can I do? You can become an advocate for someone that is addicted to drugs. Be aware of the warning signs. Help them with counseling and/or support groups. Let them know that they can count on you, especially if and when they're tempted to use again. This is a very personal subject for me, as my brother, my only sibling, is a meth addict. I was one of those people who thought the whole drug scenario, it would never pertain to me. Boy, was I wrong. I was oblivious to his addiction, maybe even in denial somewhat, until the death of my husband. Becoming the man of the family was placed solely on his shoulders. He was using before this happened, but this certainly did not help him any. I've tried very hard to be there for him and to show him that I love him and I support him, but I do not support his addiction. He knows that I will be his biggest advocate, but he has to want to give this up before it can truly happen, and he can and will be drug-free. Let's look at how serious drug addiction really is. It has been reported by Meth Stats that the abuse of meth was initially limited to Hawaii and western parts of the country, but it continues to spread eastward, with rural and urban areas everywhere increasingly being affected. According to one national survey, approximately 10 million people in the United States have tried methamphetamine at least once. Young adults with an average age of first use of meth being approximately at the age of 21 are far more likely to use meth than teens or any other age group. Emergency departments reports speak to the growing impact of meth abuse in this country. The Drug Abuse Warning Network, which collects information on drug-related episodes from hospital emergency departments throughout the United States, has reported a greater than 50% increase in the number of emergency department visits related to methamphetamine abuse between 1995 and 2002, reaching approximately 73,000 emergency department visits, or 4% of all drug-related visits in 2004. Treatment admissions for meth abuse have also increased substantially. In 1992, there were approximately 21,000 treatment admissions in which meth was identified as the primary drug of abuse. By 2004, the number of meth treatment admissions increased to greater than 150,000, representing 8% of all hospital admissions. According to the 2005 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, an estimated 10.4 million people aged 12 or older, which is 4.3% of the population of the United States, have tried meth at some time in their lives. Approximately 1.3 million reported past year meth use, and 512,000 reported current past month use. Moreover, the 2005 Monitoring the Future survey reported 4.5% of high school seniors have used methamphetamine within their lifetime. Now that you understand the seriousness of drug addiction, let's see how you can help. The National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence lists some warning signs as follows. One, physical and health warnings. You can notice that their eyes are bloodshot or their pupils are smaller, which pinpoint size or much larger than normal. Changes in their appetite and sleep pattern, sudden weight loss or gain, deterioration in personal grooming or physical appearance. Two, behavioral signs. Unusual or unexplained need for money or financial problems, borrowing or even stealing, missing money or valuables. They're usually silent, withdrawn, engaging in secretive or suspicious behaviors. Sudden changes in relationships, friends, favorite hangouts, and hobbies. Some psychological warning signs are unexplained change in personality or attitude, sudden mood changes, irritability, angry outbursts or laughing at nothing, lack of motivation, inability to focus, appearing lethargic or spaced out, appearing fearful, withdrawn, anxious, or paranoid with no apparent reason. If you notice any of the before-mentioned signs of drug abuse in a friend or family member, talk with them. Let them know that they do not have to face this problem alone. They have you as their advocate. According to an article that I read by Catherine Sieber, Tough Love is Not the Answer, there are several things that you can do as an advocate. Two very important things are: one, become knowledgeable to the treatment programs and options. Second, encourage friends and family to get positively involved. An article written by Paul Duffy and Helen Baldwin reiterate that positive family relationships have been found to reduce the likelihood of relapse to substance abuse. Although rebuilding relationships with family members and restoring trust can be a difficult process, supportive relationship with peers, families, and communities are suggested to be critical for ongoing recovery. As a trustworthy advocate, you must have faith that this addict can and will stay clean. Temptations will present themselves, as with any temptation, and that is where and when your faith in God and this person will matter most. I talked with an individual that was a meth and cocaine addict, and I asked them how long they had been drug-free. They have been clean of meth and cocaine for 18 years. And I asked them, how did they manage to stay drug-free? How do they not give in to temptations? And their ample answer was simple. It was that they gave their addiction and their life to God. That was the only way that they overcame their addiction. A study was conducted on African American mothers recovering from substance abuse, headed by Dr. John E. Fife with Virginia State University. This study revealed that participants who attended family rituals, particularly in attending church with their families, reported less substance abuse. Church serves as a place where healthy behaviors are internalized. Active church attendance can shape personal normal, and attendance exposes the listener to a message of hope that can reduce the possibility of substance abuse. You all were very aware, even before I started speaking, that drug addiction was a significant problem. My hope is that now you realize that just because you said no doesn't mean that you won't be affected by drug addiction. As I told you earlier, my brother is a struggling meth addict. Through his addiction, I have learned how to be a supportive advocate. You too can be a positive and supportive advocate for someone that is a victim of substance abuse. Always remember what Catherine Sieber said in her article, Tough Love is Not the Answer. An addict's behavior affects everyone by inadvertently drawing in family, friends, and business associates. This is a disease that can affect anyone, regardless of age, cultural background, or profession. Thank you.